Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here in YOUCANIC we have our 2016 Dodge Journey, and on this Dodge Journey we're going to go over where you would locate the fuse panels. So there's generally two fuse panels on most vehicles. There can be more. You're generally going to have one that's in the fuse, or one that's in the engine bay, and then there's one that's in the cabin. And so we'll go over where you find those. So the engine bay one is right here on the left side of the vehicle, your driver's side, right close to the fender, and it's under this cover. And so you're just going to squeeze this tab on this side, this tab on that side, squeeze it, and you'll be able to pull this cover up. And then we have the cover, and on the cover it's telling us what the fuses and the relays happen to run. And if we replace any fuse, we want to make sure that we match it with the same fuse size, right? So if you pull a 10, you want to make sure you put a 10 back in, as well as the 20. You want to make sure you put the same ones back in to replace those. And then the relays, depending on what you're looking for, and you can read this diagram, and as you have it sitting like this, upside down, will match exactly the way they go in. So this line here is that line up at the very top. And so you'll find, potentially, say your horn's not working, it might be just a blown fuse. And replace that, your horn should work, but if it blows again, well then you'll have to look, do you have a short on the line where the wire has worn and then is rubbing on the engine. So when you're done replacing fuses, we'll just go ahead and snap this cap back on to keep the water and moisture out of there. And then we have one more fuse location on this vehicle in the cabin. The second fuse panel on this vehicle is in the passenger side, under the glove box, and right here next to the door. And so there is there's a clip right here, a little clip. Then you're going to pull it and then pull the clip down, and that's how you gain access to that fuse panel. Now, same thing, we have our diagram here, and we just have to, so it's just like if it was mounted on here, this is how it would go. We got the run relay, this is the havoc blower relay right there, and then all your other switches or fuses here. Same thing, if you ever replace one, make sure that you match the right amperage that you removed. If it's supposed to be a 10, you put a 10 back in. Don't put anything larger. And if they continue to blow, you'll have to make sure that you find if you've got a short or a ground messing it up. So that's where you find your fuse locations on your 2016 Dodge Journey. Thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.